It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Now it's Wilson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And all right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Under pressure, they got him again. Joseph Osai providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they bring out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hooker's going to throw it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. yards and a first down.
Can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
First carry, and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Now a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hooker. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing, Jones. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Hooker now on first down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Trent. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. They got 29 yards that time.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Hooker. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Hooker on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Hooker. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Harris will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's right. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. As they've got it as we resume action. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
3rd and 8. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Jones.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Drew Chrisman on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Preston Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Preston Smith, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Looking to throw, Jones.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First down, Armadillo.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements.
Touchdown!
Chris Godwin.
31 yards.
And the Armadillos are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Hooker. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All play action. Here's Hooker. Flush to his right. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Hooker. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 49-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the NFC, and specifically the NFC South. Tampa Bay traveling to the Bayou to take on New Orleans, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a fourth down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds
inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Harris running straight ahead. Taken down at the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hooker.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Hooker to the air yet again. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Hendon Hooker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now Jones. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. In the Rio first down.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Jones
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Jones.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
The 22-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
On 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing. Hooker. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Looking to throw, Hooker. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hooker's going to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. It's complete to Parker, left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And a Rio first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Parker. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. That's caught by Parker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. They'll look to throw again. And he gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here's Jones. Off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now